Are we
I
live?
thought you were starting it.
It's spinning.
Yeah.
Okay, we live. What's up, everybody?
Yo,
Yeah.
it's so weird without the intro music and everything, man.
I know. I'm gonna get it together. I promise. Just give me a little more time. I'm gonna take care of it.
Yo, welcome. My bad. I was about to start it off. Reggie got to start it off.
What's up, everybody? How y'all been?
All good.
Same here. My sinus was bothering me a little bit, but I'm good to go. How you been, Black?
BV.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah. Yo, Reggie.
What's up?
Real quick. Are you sober or are you buzzed as far as high?
He's high as hell. Talking that crazy shit he was talking earlier.
A little bit of both. But this my normal stuff.
Nice. We have special guests in the building. We got Tay. We got Logan in the building.
Tay and Logan, new rap group. Run them jewels too.
What y'all sipping on?
Hey, wait. I think Logan got like a bush latte. And Tay got a bush latte.
Okay.
They getting it in.
Man, it's been a crazy week though, y'all. The news, definitely crazy. I couldn't wait to get on today. What about y'all?
Okay. All right, y'all. I need so welcome to the episode. I don't even know the number. I don't even keep track of the numbers no more, man. I just name them and keep going, like self-destruction.
Yeah, we're in the 80s.
Yeah. Like anything can happen.
I think you missed what Reggie said. He was ready for the news, man, and you just stepped on his content, man.
Right.
Hey, man.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, with Charlie Murphy, what's the name say to Charlie Murphy? Fuck your couch, fuck your content, fuck your content. Now let me quit. My bad, Reggie. So I'll let you go ahead and start off with the news. My bad. Well, I'm all messed up. I'm getting organized. We got guests in the studio, and it's the second time doing it this way, trying to get the audio right. So my bad. Pimp's messed up too.
Yeah, we got a little bit of an echo going on, but I can hear y'all.
You can hear us?
Yes. But
you can hear.
But definitely. You already know what I want to talk about. Definitely.
Let's get it in.
I definitely want to touch on the Mel Tucker subject.
Oh, that's in sports.
I mean, yeah, but that's what's on my mind. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah, we're jumping off the sports first.
Oh. All right, there we go. He said, "How you feel about it, Jamar?" Mel Tucker.
Yeah. What about Mel Tucker? I don't know. I'm so messed up. My audio was so messed up over here. My bad. I should have been better prepared for this, but I had a million and one things to do. So overall, if we jump into Mel Tucker first and foremost, I'm gonna say I got in trouble on Facebook for it, but I said I'm riding with Mel Tucker on this one. I don't think a brother should get fired for having phone sex with a chick who's been sending them pictures back and forth for months, and they've been talking and linking up and talking over 27 times, 30 plus minutes each time they talk. And she's sending pictures, and it's not rape. He didn't force, and she stayed on the phone the whole entire time. I think it's just people making something out of nothing. Michigan State losing, and Michigan State rather cut ties with the brother than sit there and stuff paying $80 million. Mixing opportunity.
She like a subordinate or something?
No, she was a guest speaker at the school before.
Okay, so
I don't have. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Reggie.
No, go ahead.
Basically, overall, Justin was asking. He wasn't familiar with it. Michigan State had this young woman who goes around they hired her to come speak before at the university because she goes around speaking about rape and different things, sexual harassment, and different things like that. She, them two established communication and relationship throughout the process of the first time her being there, and they communicated for months on end, back and forth, text, talk over phone, pictures, all this other stuff. And so one night, I think it was April. In April, it was like right after my birthday. That's how I remember it. She called him. She sent him a picture with them two in the picture, all hugged up or whatever the case. And he says that she said something, now picture me naked or whatever. And he started talking all dirty to her. They had phone sex. They was on the phone for like 36, 37, 38 minutes. After the phone call, hung up, and it's like months later, he canceled her speaking engagement to come because she's supposed to come back to the school again. He canceled it. When he canceled it, she got upset and she went and filed a complaint for sexual harassment for the phone sex call to the Title 12 thing for the school. So they filed a sole sexual harassment claim. So it's not rape, it's not no forcible, whatever the case, just sexual harassment because they had phone sex. She said she was appalled and so turned off. Also, mind you, she was appalled for 38 minutes as she stayed on the call. Mind you, after the incident happened, she was still so appalled that when Father's Day rolled around, she sent him a Happy Father's Day text.
That's all bad.
Okay, so look, one thing I've learned is like I don't want to jump the gun in this situation. I don't want to jump the gun in this situation. But I really want him. I hope he's innocent. You know what I'm saying? From what I've gathered from it, I just hope that everything works out good for him because the whole situation does look very, very, very fishy from all the way around. Now, if you want, I don't know if anybody has done their homework on who she is. Do y'all know exactly who she is?
Yep.
Okay, so she is a victim of rape herself. And don't quote me, but I'm like 90% sure. You know that was he a team doctor or whatever that was at the universities that was raping the students? I'm pretty sure she was a victim of that. But either way, she definitely was a victim of rape, and he knew that. And so she would be coming speaking on that. So I don't get it. I don't get the whole situation from both parts. Like, dude, why would you even involve yourself with her? Like, that was dumb, number one. Not saying that you're guilty because of it. I'm saying you're guilty.
The echo is crazy right now, man.
I know, my bad.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's guilty because of that, and I don't think he is or nothing like that. But me personally, if I know that you have trauma in your life from things like that, I'm staying away from you. That's number one. And number two, on her side, if that happened to you, like, before, why would you do that? And this is what you're speaking on. Why would you do that? But the legality of the situation is now that, Black, you just told me what the exact situation was, what happened, because I wasn't aware of that. Man, he's kind of by the balls in a way, in a little bit, because all she has to really do is claim is that the reason why he wouldn't let her speak is because of whatever she wouldn't do. And he's kind of fucked on that. You feel me? The way the laws are set up, he's kind of fucked on that one. But the situation is fishy. I hope everything works out. But man, that shit crazy. Like, sometimes you got to let some of them go.
I agree. Yeah.
How y'all feel about it?
I thought initially seeing it scroll across the bottom of the ESPN ticker, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I thought was Ime Udoka, right? I'm thinking like, oh, we got another one. Yeah, man, here we go. Where technically, I shouldn't say technically, where in a sense, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong.
Right.
It's just because you're in a corporate setting and that kind of situation isn't, I don't want to say kosher, but it's frowned upon in that kind of a situation because you're a person with power and they're a subordinate. So I just automatically assumed it was the same thing. But then I saw another ticker about a couple of days later saying the university was looking for ways to cut the contract so they won't have to pay him like, I was thinking like 70 or 60 million or some crazy number, man. I'm thinking like, man, what? So then I asked Jamar, like, hey, what's going on? And he gave me a deeper insight, pretty much what he broke down for us today, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I see both sides, I think about wins and losses. And I'm thinking if he was winning at MSU, this would never have been an issue. And because he's losing, and they probably looking for ways to get rid of him anyway, because they just not where they feel like they should be at as a football program. To me, it's like this is their reason to do it, and not knocking her or anything like that. But I don't think this case is really about her. It's about what Michigan State wants.
But another thing too, she has at least some part snake in her. Whether however you look at it.
I mean,
Either
well,
you
yeah.
either you were intentionally trying to bait him to do this, or you got pissed or something. But like I said, I don't want to jump the gun and just say, oh well, he's innocent because he's he's a black man, or I don't want to go to that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
But I agree.
It's crazy.
I thought it was the Ime Udoka situation. What about you, Logan? What you thinking?
I think I agree with you a little bit. I think it is a little bit of that though, bro. I think that might not be the total situation, but I think that got a little bit to do with it too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, let's go back year and a half, 2 years ago. Urban Meyer's in a bar in Columbus. He actually grabbed somebody's ass? Sorry.
No, she was on his lap.
Yeah, he was cussing on his mug.
Yeah. I'm just saying, so they had phone sex. I'm not downplaying it, but at the same time, a little different than being in a bar and being around someone. You're not there. Yeah. But Urban Meyer, he wins, except the Jacksonville. Let's just put that out there. I'm an Ohio State fan.
Shots fired.
Yeah. But, it's one of those, if you're winning, things seem to go away.
Yeah.
If you're not, they're looking for any reason. Because, let's just be real. $60-70 million is a big price tag, no matter what you're doing.
And he's not winning, and he's not recruiting right either. They're getting out recruited by Michigan by a ton. They're already out recruited by Ohio State. They can't really compete in the Big Ten as far as from what I've seen in any kind of bowl games or taking any conference titles. So when you add all that stuff together, they're just like, oh, this gives us a reason to go ahead and cut ties. And to me, that's what it looks like. Now, again, I'm not minimizing the woman's pain. I hope people don't get that from what I'm trying to say. But to me, regardless of what actually happened, it's what the university chooses to respond to. Oh, I should say how the university chooses to respond. And that's what we're all waiting to see.
Agreed.
He is a fool, though. He's a fool. He has a lot of people. He's a fool.
Wasn't he at Colorado for a minute? Or where was he at before that?
He had Colorado winning. And that's what got him the Michigan State job.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so y'all can hear me good from here?
Yeah, I can hear you. We'll take it, man. You got me struggling over here because I got these headphones on, so that echo is like.
Even if he's like, I would say this. If he's 100% innocent, which I hope he is, he a fool. He's a damn fool. He a damn fool for even falling for that shit.
Stupid, big newbie.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, we can move on because I agree.
Because look, she's an advocate for that.
Man,
you feel me? I'm not
I agree.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what do we have next on the news? What was on the docket for news?
Tit for tat, Dems versus Republicans, Biden impeachment, and then of course Hunter Biden's new gun charges, which are federal. So I think, again, which one you want to jump in? Those were the first two.
Let's go impeachment.
I don't know shit about it. I think it's a joke.
Flopping and all that. So their impeach basically what's going down is without necessarily having anything concrete to say we're impeaching Biden for this, the Republicans are opening up an impeachment inquiry, just to open one. And let me not say Republicans. The Speaker of the House and the cronies to make what's her face? The crazy one.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, to make her and her people happy, they're opening up they're opening up an investigation, trying to look back into the Burisma still and some other things to try to get Biden some way. So they feel like if we can impeach him, and don't get me wrong, if Biden is guilty of something, nobody give a fuck. Impeach that motherfucker. It's not like anybody gonna cry or go storm the Capitol because Joe Biden got impeached. If anything, we'd be like, get his old ass out of here. He probably gonna walk the wrong way, going to jail any damn ways.
But what does really impeachment mean? Like, it doesn't do anything. Listen, you can get impeached 7 times and still be the motherfucking president of the United States. So what the fuck difference does it make?
It's supposed to limit power.
I mean, yeah, I get the concept or whatever, but does it really work?
Yep. All right.
We can't hear what you're saying, man.
I said I get the concept, but
no, I heard you, Reggie. I couldn't hear Tay. I'm sorry. He was trying to respond to what you said.
Like Nixon, like back in the 70s, I believe, like he was about to be impeached because he was exposed for the Watergate scandal, and like rather than face that, which it used to be like such a big like thing, like impeachment, because like even some Republicans were like, yeah, this is an impeachable offense. So like, yeah, rather than face that, he resigned. So he went at the deal with the shame. Like impeachment is more about the shame of the act than the actual like punishment, I guess you'd say.
Well,
right. I'm about to say, are you sure that's why what he did?
Well, it has to go through both House and Senate, right?
Right.
So if the House agrees to impeach and then they get more yays than nays, then you're impeached. But if the other shoe doesn't fall in the Senate with them impeaching you as well, then it's just a stain on your record as president.
Right.
So if the Senate were to follow the House lead and do a vote and impeach Joe Biden, then that would take away like his arms and his feet, basically, right? He would still have the bully pulpit, so he could still get the message out to the American people, but you ain't getting nothing passed. You're not getting any legislation through. You're basically a lame duck president until the next election. So it does have weight. It just has to come from both the House and the Senate. It can't just be one.
What actual? And I mean, I get that Biden. I'm not a fan, and I know that he's older. But what actual crime did he commit to be impeached?
The main thing
They don't have
are saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I just heard about it. I'm like, man, because again, if it was actually something real, it would be all over the world news. Our phones will be buzzing about it because it's something to talk about for real. But it's just, it's just people with hurt feelings trying to, muddy the waters a bit.
Muddy the waters, even up the score. If you discredit Biden, even with one impeachment, hopefully that when him and Trump go against each other in an election, it kind of makes it look like both have been embattled, impeached presidents, which really, for us as Americans, it's like, all right, what the fuck? We just look bad all the way around. Like, we got 2 impeached motherfuckers up here, old as hell. Both of them old as hell. No age discrimination, but age discrimination. Old as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't forget, Clinton got impeached too.
Yeah,
right. A lot of people got impeached.
Like he just got
and then won again.
Because she didn't know how to properly swallow.
Well,
did I say that loud? I did.
hey, it was on her dress. I mean, they got that. I mean, come on.
She swallowed it. No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
I can't take y'all right now, man. Y'all silly, man. Like, this is crazy.
She saved it, bro. If you saving it,
no, wait. Let me say this. What if I tell you that she did not know that the stain was there? So when she took the dress home, she didn't have the money to go to dry cleaners or anything like that. She just kind of threw it like in the hamper until all of a sudden all this shit starts happening.
Wait
so
time out. Go ahead. But I'm still gonna keep my hand. Go ahead.
Okay. So we really don't know how many more opportunities they had for her to do that, right? And the many other articles of clothing they could have recovered, but the only one that they were able to get was the dress because again, that was in the dirty clothes.
Listen, if you are blowing the president of the United States,
I don't have any advice on this.
Listen. If you are blowing the president of the United States and you don't have the motherfucking money to go to the dry cleaners, bitch, what are you in the game for?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Yeah, you hear it. This man pays $1,000 for a fucking haircut, and he can't give you $25 to get come from some young guy off your shirt.
I just told you she didn't know it was there.
I'm gonna stop you because if you belong to the president of the United States, you should swallow that shit.
That too, but I'm just saying.
Come on.
Talk about a fucking momentum.
You mean to tell me he don't got the kind of political leverage for the dry cleaners? Like, look, hey, I just fucked this shit up. Like, can you come on.
The White House has its own dry cleaning inside.
Yeah,
I'm cheap, but goddamn.
Asparagus that week.
I can't take y'all.
I think this honestly, like, I'm not really the biggest conspiracy theory guy. You know, motherfuckers be to me. Sometimes people be weird with that, but in that case, I honestly think that she probably like, you know what? I'm gonna save this for me. Listen, I'm gonna tell my grandkids, look, that's motherfucking Bill Clinton right there. That's his son right there on my motherfucking dress. I bet you she did that, and she probably got hit by the feds. Like, don't you got something?
What were you wearing that day? That sounds like the whole thing sounds like a setup, bro.
Nah, okay, let's move on, man. Y'all silly, man.
All right, we'll go with in world news. Dominican Republic closes borders to Haiti with everything going on, and there's no leadership and real government in Haiti right now. The whole world is waiting to see what happens.
Man, listen. For real. I think that all black people in America, especially America, we all owe a debt to Haiti in a way. You feel me? If you really look at the history of our country and look at us, there's no way that you don't have at least some Haitian blood in you. There's no fucking way. There's no motherfucking way. If you really look, there's no way that you don't have it. And look at all the stuff that they did. Look how brave they was. Look what every fucking thing that they did. And we always trying to go play Captain Save-A-Ho to somebody else. They right fucking there. And all this shit just keeps happening to them over and over and over and over and over. And we just overlooking it like we don't give a fuck.
And let's not
and I'm tired of it.
Yeah, and let's not forget that America would not be what it is today
without the Haitians.
Had it not been for the Haitian revolt and Napoleon Bonaparte having to depart from the French-American War, withdraw his troops to go address the situation in Haiti, thus leaving us with the opportunity to make the Louisiana Purchase, which was, to be honest with you, almost the largest state of country of Mexico. And we were able to, again, acquire the whole Midwestern section of this United States of America and Texas, I believe. Well, we still had to end up fighting for Texas. Well, it's not we. They still ended up fighting the Mexican-American Wars for Texas, but that's another story.
Right, but it's bordering it, so
yeah. Same thing. We didn't get it, but we just took Texas later on.
But Texas was owned. People don't know that Texas was owned by France at one point too.
Yes,
Texas has been 6 different countries before.
That's what I'm saying. It was part of the Louisiana Purchase. I mean, people don't understand.
Go
look it up.
That's true. Okay. That's a fact.
But the thing is, Mexico still claimed the same thing that the Louisiana still claimed what the French people claim, and they were fighting over that. And then when we took it over, we just became what the French were to Mexicans, and that's just another person to battle over that territory.
And that part of Texas.
And people, like I said, people do things to them because of historically what they've done. They the first people to fight back against slavery and kill them. And ever since that time, we've occupied them. 1915, we went in there, stole all their gold, stole all their motherfucking gold, killed all their people. And that's just the United States. Look at all the stuff that France has done to them. Yeah. Look at all the stuff that the Dominican Republic has done to them. And after what they did for the Dominican Republic, they freed them. That's a fact. They also helped free the Jamaicans too. But people don't talk about that.
What was it? Was it Toussaint? Toussaint, the leader of the
overture. That was for the that was in 1804. The first, it wasn't the first Haitian revolt, but that was 1804. That was Toussaint the overture.
Right. Okay, that's the one I remember.
Yeah, but there were several other revolts after that, but it wasn't like revolts for freedom. It was to help break other people free. And then we have 3 major countries, or maybe 2, in one small country of Haiti. So in the early 1800s, you have I'll call it England, British colonialism, that whole thing. I lump that all into one. And then you have French colonialism, and then you also have the independent country of Haiti. Now, when Haiti eradicates slavery in 1804, and they in their constitution they disavow slavery. Hey, this is not happening here.
Right.
We're not doing it. But when you have when France outlawed slavery, those folks still had slaves, and their colony still had slaves. When British outlawed slavery, they still had slaves, and the Americans still had slaves. And then when America became free, they still had slaves. So the only
I'm glad you took a little laugh at the end of when America became free.
It's a nervous tick. Don't.
It's true. What he's saying is 100% true.
No, I agree with it, but it was just funny as hell when he did it. He's like, when America became free.
So what?
It's
that always boggled my mind. Was it like 15 to 20% of the Continental Army was actually freed slaves? Am I wrong on that?
It depends on which army you're talking about, North or South.
No, he's talking about the Revolutionary War. He's not talking about the Civil War. He's talking about the Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
Revolutionary War. I think it was 15 to 20% is actually freed slaves.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers, but I can tell you this: when they were fighting for freedom, they still had slaves, man.
Absolutely.
So if they're fighting or not, I don't know. But I do know Crispus Attucks was the first person killed, and he was a black person killed.
Boston Massacre.
Right, for the American Revolution that started all that. So he was free. So, there was a percentage of free. I just don't know if 20, 30, I have no idea that, but I do know, I agree with you. There were definitely free blacks in that fight.
I think it's a bigger number than most people realize. It's the ultimate hypocrisy of this whole thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Also, most of
freedom, and then you just keep people in slavery.
Most of the people that are like from New Orleans and descendants from New Orleans, they are Haitians. They're descendants of Haitians.
Well, the thing is, Haitians came over to help fight, right? And they came over to help build. So that Louisiana territory right there became a hotbed for Haitian activity because it's a direct pipeline to Haiti. What's the word? Shipping wise. So again, and then I can't front like I just know everything about Haiti. We're making a film for Major Solomon in the Haitian Revolution that happened when he was there in 1990. So just meeting him, meeting Ambassador Raymond Joseph, he's a Haitian descendant also. He was an ambassador for Haiti for 30 years. Reading his book, man, and just taking in all this history that I never even knew or understood. I mean, we know Toussaint Louverture and we know the 1804 situation, right. But we didn't know is the impact it had on other countries. Right. We don't really think about that. But anyway, so I agree. And then, matter of fact, the city of Chicago was founded by a Haitian.
I know that.
And they just celebrated that about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that's kind of cool too. He was. I can't remember the guy's name, but he had a post and he was on that river before it was Chicago. They just call it Chicago River. And then, he was trading with the Indians or Native Americans. My bad. No, don't send me any hate mail. He was trading with the Native Americans, and it became so successful that other people came there and started building their communities around his little post because he was getting all this, food, gold, whatever he wanted from the Native Americans. They were just trading free. And it was just like a barter system. And he wasn't using any kind of cash or coins. Oh, you need cattle? I have cattle. I need your I don't know, the stuff that you wrap yourself up in when it's cold, shit like that. So it's just pretty dope. I mean, Haitians have a great history in this country, and it just needs to be talked about more. That's all.
Yes, it does, and they do deserve a lot more respect than what they get, especially from their neighboring country. I do not like a lot of the stuff that they do. A lot of it, like I said, is because, well, I didn't say it on here, but it's because of the evil dictator that they had named Rafael Trujillo. Look him up. He was a very messed up individual. He was so racist. So listen, this is how racist he was. He tried to outlaw drums in their country. That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
You can't do that.
And the crazy thing about it is he's racist and partially black too. For all of them.
Damn.
Yes, he's partially black.
Uncle Ruckus ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Either Dominicans either black or partially black. Every last one.
Oh yeah, Dominicans don't fuck with black Americans.
It's because of the dictator. I'm telling you, his name is
Yeah,
listen,
like,
look him
I
up.
don't-
His name is Rafael Trujillo. He tried to change the country from being a black nation to a white one, or whatever you want to call it. He
But
doesn't
the
think.
sad part about it is the Latin, with Latin or Hispanic, Latin or Spanish in the Dominican Republic don't accept they ass and be trying to sit there and take away their citizenship.
Listen, you could listen if you born in the Dominican Republic, right? And your parents is not naturally from there, you still not a citizen. Like right now, if I go there and if I was a female, went there and had a kid, that kid is still not a citizen of that country
They're
because
trying to do that in the U.S.
right,
Yeah,
right, they'll still deport you.
right.
They'll still deport you.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yes, they're crazy.
I got to stop telling all the chicks I knock up to just come to the U.S. and have a baby here so we can be a citizen. I got to do better.
I mean, that's what they
But
do.
I don't want to make the impression that all Dominicans is like that though, because that's not true. That's not true. They don't all think like that.
You're right.
They don't all think like that. A lot of them would tell you, I am Afro Latina or I am Black Hispanic. They would tell you that. Some of them just won't.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump through this news real quick so we can jump into sports for the main topic. Morocco, Libya,
yeah.
very big natural disasters happened. Morocco with the huge earthquake. I think it was like a 6.8.
It was
Not
up
for
there.
sure. It was up there, and Libya had a lot of. I believe it was rain. Like the total amount of rain they got in like a day was like 9 months, all at one time, all wrapped up into one.
Yeah, man.
And I underestimated on putting on here the amount of deaths. They believe that the deaths actually total for Libya over 5,000 people.
Wow. And it's also flooding in China too.
Still 10,000 unaccounted for.
Oh, it's still 10,000 unaccounted for?
It's sad stuff, man.
Yes,
Yeah. So I know Libya especially is a spot that the U.S. has had tensions and issues with. And I know even Morocco, but it doesn't matter because when life is lost and it's nothing to do with politics or it's nothing to do with all the other bullshit, that's sad. Natural disasters and the time people lose their life, people lose family members, loved ones, that sucks. So shout out to Morocco and shout out to Libya.
Yeah.
Shout out to Morocco, shout out to Libya.
Facts.
One more thing before we jump into sports. UAW, which for those that don't deal with unions or anything like that, big old issue with strike. And you've heard a lot of politicians, a lot of rich men, a lot of business owners speak out against unions. Even Trump recently spoke out against unions. I will say this, I'm not going to say where I work, so they can't fire me for shit. But I am in a union. I want to be honest with you. Unions were built off of corrupt motherfuckers with good intentions trying to help protect those trying to earn a living, a honest living, and being taken advantage of by those in a position of power, quote unquote, corporate rich ass motherfuckers. So the intention was to protect the hardworking man from getting stuck working 7 days a week, getting like penny wages and so forth and so on, in horrible working conditions and a lot of different things going on. And what happens is, especially in this country, we become comfortable. We seem to forget why we needed unions in the first place. And when we do that, we tend to think that, oh, we don't need them because the unions slack also. You get corrupt motherfuckers who make deals on the side with management. So it's a flawed process on both sides. The reality of it is that you're going to always need some sort of employee representation because greed is just human nature. You're always going to get some businessman. You look at everybody loved Amazon till Amazon blew up and started hiring fucking a whole bunch of workers who want to do everything on their damn own. And then they was like, yo, we're this great company, but we don't want to pay you what you're worth.
Yeah.
We don't want to pay you what you're worth and give you the things that you deserve in the healthcare and different things like that. So you need unions still, and I can't stress it enough, but you need to clean up unions also. And that's on us as the workers who are union employees. Need to go ahead and hold their union accountable, but also check them. And unions have protected some no good, slimy motherfuckers and make sure they get the job. But also at the same time, unions have also been responsible for saving a whole bunch of hardworking people from losing their job because some greedy corporate tycoon motherfucker want to cut corners or want to try to maximize and take advantage of his employees, get the best of them, get the most out of them that they can. So I don't know if anybody else want to comment on that, but that's how, at least how I feel when it comes to the whole union versus not having union.
I feel like unions are good, for the people that are in it. Wish I was in one. They have the employees back 1,000%. They are a gang. They are a gang, however you look at it. If you look at the history, if you look at the history of how they were made and who usually runs it, there was a criminal part of it, but for the most part, you got a lot of hardworking people that make great money, that do good things, and I back them.
Facts.
Logan, you got anything?
I knew there's a reason you asked. I'm management, so I knew there's a reason you asked me on this.
But your experience and perspective is dope and appreciated.
I think I absolutely agree 100% with what you said at the very beginning. Unions were needed because the working conditions were horrible. They were taking it from, they were putting children out there in coal mines. They were doing everything. The only thing that gets me is I've been in the automotive industry. The UAW has become the very organization that they start out against.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they are not just corrupt, but how much money does the UAW president make?
I don't know.
Do you know?
10 million?
What?
Look it up. And
wow.
Let me ask a question. And this is the big thing. I'm not saying unions are bad. Don't get me wrong. But the union doesn't make a product. They don't sell a product. Where do they get their money from?
From
Dues.
Dues.
So while they are protecting workers, and I'm not saying every union, UAW has become the automotive industry. The automotive industry has become so massive that they're all like this. And I hated the automotive when I was in it. I was on a negotiating table on the other side. I hated it, absolutely hated it, because I saw a union negotiating for things that didn't mean anything, and then giving up other rights that they should have been after. And I just thought, what are you thinking? Why are you doing? You're protecting the people that are abusing the system and not rewarding the people who are great workers.
That sucks, man.
And to me, seeing on that side table, I saw them protecting bad workers and not promoting the good workers enough. And they were okay with that. Now, I'm not saying unions are needed. I am not saying that. I'm just saying they have to be very careful that they don't become the monster that they're protecting the employees from. You have to be careful. And it's a fine line. It's a fine line.
It's hard to walk that line.
Absolutely. It is. I mean, we're all human. Like you said, greed of the owners, greed of the banks, greed of all of this. It rules us, man, a lot. And it doesn't matter who you are.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
I mean, I have heard of people like working at GM that really just don't do nothing all shift. Come in, leave, go in their car, get high the whole time, and still get paid, and they can't find them. I have heard of situations.
Too sweet.
A lot.
And once
I have heard that.
don't get me wrong, you hear that stuff because some people who are doing it are bragging about it, but that is not the majority. That is not the majority.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I'll give a good union story, I guess. In like the mid 2000s, the downtown Cleveland has the federal building, which is controlled mostly by Department of Defense. So in the mid 2000s, the rent was very high. The government's thinking about pulling out of Cleveland and taking everybody to Denver, or taking the jobs to Denver, rather. If the people follow, who cares or not? So what happens was they did a base realignment and closure procedure, right? Where they were gonna, pull out. So the union got in touch with the Channel 5, Channel 3, Channel 19 in Cleveland. They did protests, they did marches, they did fundraising, and what they did was they put a spotlight on the city on what the federal government was about to do and its negative impact it would have on our community. So because of that exposure to the media, the DOD backed off the idea and hasn't revisited since. So in a way, unions do have a good purpose, and hopefully their intent would be good. But like you guys were saying, sometimes they get a little intertwined in the business more than they should, and actually become the business. But in the situation that I was able to see, they did right by the employees and kept it here.
and that's what a union's for.
That's
That's what a union is for.
yeah,
For the workers.
for the workers. And I
No,
we say that since I've been in the union from previous employment, which I used to work for Department of Corrections. I was a correction officer. And I'm not gonna say where I work now.
Rick Ross.
Ross. Yo, I used to lock motherfuckers up. So with him being honest about where I was previously employed about, and understanding and respecting the nature of being in a union and the benefits of it.
We want
I think the phone died. Oh, they're fixing their thing. So let me speak while I'm get back to it. So I had the benefits of being in the union and everything that went with it, as well as the games that are played, and kind of taking sometimes the losses by understanding the big pictures. And I've had ex-in-laws who were managing, who owned companies, who owned IHOP in a White Castle. And they used to express their displeasure. And for me, the biggest thing was like, I'm all about what's right. It's no different than affirmative action. I understand why we needed affirmative action at that point in time. I'm not saying that we still don't need affirmative action at this point in time. What I'm saying is that everybody on each side also needs to understand that times have changed. We need to adjust, adapt, and reconfigure to the new time. We don't need to keep the same old ideology, not ideology, but the same
Good old boy ways.
The old ways of what affirmative action is. We can adjust it. We can bring it into the new century. We need to bring some of these protective laws into the new century, just like we needed to more or less, because the public grows, the perception changes, children learn, children become better than their parents. In some cases, not all cases. We become better than our predecessors overall. So with that being said, is that there's growth. We need to grow it. The Constitution needs to grow, needs to be changed, needs to be adapted.
Your sound went out.
You.
Your sound just went out. Your sound just went out. Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hold up. You're back.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. The unions, everything needs to be adapted, to be changed, to be brought up to date, updated. Let's say updated is a better word. We need to update our social structure, our racial structure, the laws that protect certain racial boundaries or certain racial advantages. We just need to adapt and change. Doesn't mean we need to get rid of them all. This means that we need to adapt to the times. And so what happened was, with affirmative action, a perfect example, a whole bunch of Asian kids felt like affirmative action was hurting them. What happened?
You just went out.
I'm not even on the network, so can you hear me?
We can hear you though. Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know what happened with my phone network.
But yeah, keep spitting the gospel.
So what happened is that with everything changing from affirmative action to the Asian kids suing and winning,
I can't hear nothing now.
Yeah, he just went out.
Oh.
Hey man, maybe they don't want you to get that part out about the Asians. You might want to chill.
I don't know, man. They trying to get me out of here. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move on, man.
All right, so I feel like with your point though about how you had the business owners or mother-in-law, of course they're gonna say that because without the union, they're gonna be massa and paying you what the fuck they think that they want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna drive shit up. You know, anybody in business is in business to make money. They're not in business to be a great employer. That's not what they're in business for. They're in business to make as much profit as they motherfucking can.
Right.
And without certain programs and things like that, they're gonna try to give you what they think.
Facts.
So their point.
So are you saying business owners don't have morality and ethics and?
I'm saying human beings.
I'm saying money makes them come. Is what I'm saying.
Greed always wins over.
That's what I'm saying. Greed always wins over. This is all about that bottom dollar.
Major
Because
facts.
if it wasn't, they wouldn't be in business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did.
You know.
So,
What are you guys saying?
all right. Let's go on to the next thing. You want to jump into what every Coach Prime is doing at Colorado, or do you want to jump into main topic?
We can get into the sports again. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid.
Prime.
Okay, Coach Prime, Dion, Prime Time Sanders.
Yeah.
The greatest corner of
Must
all
be the
time. It's Mark Wilson, but
Safety. He's a safety. He's not a corner.
Safety.
What?
God
When
bless
he,
him.
for Baltimore Ravens, for the Ravens, he has safety.
Oh, did he vote?
Sure.
both did, yeah.
He is?
Dion played it for Baltimore and the Redskins.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Making me go back.
Damn, what we gonna do right here is go
Too
back
old.
way back.
Back in the time.
I love what Dion. I love what Dion is doing. I'll put it to you like this: he's living above what I expected already. I didn't think they would be 2-0. I thought that the program was going to get better. I seen a lot of players coming, but I didn't think it was going to be that fast. I don't think that they're going to win a national championship this year. I think they'll probably lose about 2 games. I think they'll have a great season. I think next year, everybody wants to go there now. Everybody wants to go there. Everybody. The transfer portal is his.
Yeah,
it's his. I'm telling you.
He made a pitch on ESPN today.
The only thing I think that's really wrong, and it's not no fault of his, but I just think that Shador is getting hit way too fucking much. Their run game may not be on like the best right now, but they definitely are doing big things. I like what I'm seeing from him, but that's not even the topic today, right? That's not the topic.
No,
right?
it's not.
No, that's not the topic. It's not the topic. I'm gonna say something that may make a few people uncomfortable. I may say something that may make some people not like me. But listen, what dude is saying at Colorado State, he's a coon.
What?
He's a motherfucking
disagree,
coon.
bro.
He's a fucking coon. He's a fucking coon.
disagree.
He's speaking coon tent. He's speaking coon tent. Yes, he is. Listen. First of all, we both grown men.
Yes.
You're not gonna tell me to take my motherfucking glasses and my hat off to talk to. Who the fuck?
When you was taught traditional old school values is when you talking to another man face to face, you take your glasses off so y'all can see each other eye to eye. Don't forget your old school values just because
listen. Those values, those values have never applied to him. You listen, we're pretending like listen. We're pretending like Dion is being somebody that he's not.
It don't matter. You can still be Dion, motherfucker.
This is who he is. No, this is who he is. He's a cool person. That's how he is. He's been acting and dressing like that ever since he's been in school.
Bro, I don't got time for it. Look,
this is personality. And then on top of that, you know what people never say about Dion?
What?
Especially in this situation. Have you ever heard of Dion getting in trouble? Have you ever heard of him smoking weed?
Wait.
Have you ever heard him drinking? Have you ever heard him get a ticket? Anything.
Getting in trouble with the law is supposed to overall find the perception of a person. Bro, no, he hasn't. And I'm a big time primetime Sanders fan. My bro knows it. I love Dion. What I'm saying to you is that that has nothing to do with race. It's common decency.
You on mute? You on mute? You on mute?
The computer trip. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's talking. Listen,
you are a grown man. You are a grown man having another conversation with a grown man, especially one you met for the first time. You take your sunglasses off, especially, and then you sit there, bro. It's no different than when you go into a man's house. The most disrespectful thing you can do is walk into another man's house and set your hat on their kitchen table or any other table. That's disrespectful as hell.
Yeah, but you can't compare that. That's not comparable. That's not his house.
It's just common courtesy of meeting somebody. When you meet another man face to face, you take your glasses off and you have that conversation eye to eye. Dion's so worried about his swag, and bro, don't fall for the trick. Dion,
this is how he is every day.
Don't fall for the trick. Dion seen an opportunity to get something to motivate his team because there was nothing else, and him and the media ran with it. The media is there because they just want to be there because they know people gonna tune in and view. Bro, don't fall for the trick.
You acting like Dion brung that up. That's him doing that. He's the one trying to check me.
Yeah, hold on. Let's back up a bit.
He's trying to check me. So of course I'm going to defend myself.
You might want to listen to that clip again because
I listened to the whole clip.
So hold on.
He's talking to Dion like he's his older or like his elder sister.
No. Did you listen to the whole thing?
Reggie,
media networks cut out.
Can I get a word in?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk.
Okay, so Jamar listened to the whole thing. So the coach knew what he was doing, and he said this is going to echo in Boulder. You know, they're probably going to echo in Boulder. They're probably going to say something about this. He knew what he was doing. So I mean, we could miss with all the glasses, etiquette, right, wrong. Nobody gives a shit about any of that. He knew what he was doing, and he lit a match, and now he's about to pay for it. Simple as that.
Right. Highly favorable, agree to disagree.
Just play the clip. I mean, if it's that deep, just play it. What he said. He said they're going to play this in Boulder.
Would you let me talk to you like that? Because I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
You like to take your hat off. I was raised like he was, in the sense of when I go, if I go meet a girl, and I know this from even going to meet the girl. The first thing I do is I go meet her father. Or go meet another adult.
Yes,
I got sunglasses on. I take my sunglasses off when I'm sitting there talking and being respectful, meeting somebody brand new. It has nothing to do with that bullshit. Dion seen an opportunity because dude felt disrespected because Dion didn't take the sunglasses off. Dion seen it to motivate his team because his team, he didn't want his team to sleep on it, so he used it. Just like old boy tried to use it. They both used a moment to try to motivate their team. That is a fact.
But Jamar, I agree with some of what you're saying. If I'm going to see an elder, just like you said, you got to do that, or their father's not gonna like you. But the point that I'm making that you missing, he ain't like that to Dion. We here, just like me and you here, and me and him here. Like if one of y'all two have some glasses on the first time I ever met you, like, hey, how you doing, bro? I just don't know what you look like. If I even said half that shit to you, like, oh man, take your hat off your glasses, you're gonna be like, listen, Who the fuck is you talking about? I'm from the motherfucking north side. That's the first thing out your mouth.
I get it. I get it,
Because
bro.
he's trying to check it.
Logan, do you have an opinion on this? Can you chime in or something? Because this is
I don't know exactly the situation you're talking about, but I will.
You went out. The sound went out.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't hear them. Yes.
Damn, I'm not this shit good.
Yeah.
So my big thing is, having watched Dion for 30 years now, that guy is a master at understanding what needs to be said, when to be said, to do what he wants to do, and get what he wants out of it. He knows exactly what he's doing more than anyone else.
Who started
and
that?
He knew what he was doing.
Who started that?
And he is I think the best coach right now for the new rules with the NIL, all these other things. He knows exactly how to use this and exactly how to do it. He knows how to do it all.
That's true.
And he's got it. And he's going to get these kids, and he's going to build a national program.
Yes, he is. You know why?
What?
Because he's hip hop.
Huh?
He's naturally like he's always been like even at Florida State, he had the Jerry curl with the motherfucking big the dookie chains, all that shit. He been like that, bro.
Yeah.
He been just like that with them glasses. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing, the people can't say nothing to him. And back then you couldn't say nothing to him because guess what? He performed. When you can't stop this player, he gonna be able to do whatever he want to do. And guess what? He did nothing wrong.
He can't hear you, Jamar. Can't hear you. You can't hear you, Jamar. We can't hear you.
It's like Penny
Bro,
Hardaway.
that's that cocky ass attitude that because I'm good at something, you need to adapt to me instead of respecting the overall traditional rules or respect. Because I'm a top-notch athlete and because I'm all this in my fucking sport, them rules don't apply to me, bro. Listen, I'm a Florida State fan. I love Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm a Florida State fan. I love Dion. I mimicked him every chance I got. He was my inspiration in sports. I also can admit and be honest when somebody that I know and love is just sitting there playing a game. It's a game overall when it comes to this media. And he's maximizing it and he's playing a game. That didn't bother him. It had nothing to do with the fact that him talk about, oh, they brought my mother into it. Dude said my mother. He didn't even say my dad, which could have really been taken whatever
that's
case.
You're wrong. You just messed up. Good. Yeah, you did. You caught it too, Reggie.
Okay. Yeah. And even if he did say that, that's still implying. Listen, Jamar, that's still implying that your mother didn't raise you the right way. That's what that's implying.
Because it's about respect. The whole argument is about respect. My mother raised me to be like this.
And so you are thus disrespecting somebody else, saying their mother didn't raise them to be
No,
like
I am thus saying
no.
I was raised this way.
You are doing both.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, Jamar. What if I said this to you, right? What if I said,
why are you being so obtuse?
Okay.
I don't get it. What you drinking? Hold up. What are you drinking?
Listen, my mom made sure that we had everything that we didn't. And I'm saying that you didn't. Like, say if you can't have something that didn't have something I had, and I'm like, well, my mom made sure we had this. You ain't gonna like that. Because you're gonna try, it's making it seem like your mom did you a misfortune. You feel me?
Yeah, he made it personal. He did.
He did.
It's just unfortunate. We could move on though, because this is getting a little old. No offense.
Okay.
Moving
on.
Let's dig into some other stuff. But it's gonna be a good game Saturday night, right?
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait.
The whole world's gonna be watching, and we'll see what happens. We can't hear you, Logan. Are you?
Who does Colorado play on Saturday?
Colorado State.
Oh, the Rams.
That's what I'm saying. It's like tit for tat. Like you know what I'm saying. I think they're both like dramatizing it. You know what I'm saying? They're both. Well,
that's all I'm saying, bro. It's a dramatization.
Yeah, and it it didn't have to be any of that if you didn't say what you said. So now
Listen,
there's that.
bro, y'all do what y'all want to do with Coach Prime. I'm already hip to the bullshit. And I feel how I feel
I mean,
about him as
I
much
don't
as
think he
I
feels this
like him as a
bullshit.
player. I'm also hip to the manipulation in the games he's playing to further himself. So that's how I'm gonna leave it. And we can jump onto a LeBron to build and lead U.S. Olympics team, since all them basketball players talked all that shit, and then that whack ass team we sent over there to FIBA got their ass whooped.
Scraped up. You know what? I like LeBron that he said that. I don't really think it's a good look for him or the USA team for him to play at this point in his career because of, you know, the miles he's put on. But, you know, at least he's putting his money where his mouth is. I wish other players would sign up too, like Kevin Durant and other players, but I doubt if Kevin Durant plays because, you know what, at this point in his career with the injuries and things like that, it's not even really smart for him to try that. Anthony Davis as well. But I think that more American players, especially the ones that had a lot to say when the comment was made about the NBA Finals champion not being the world champion, I think that they need to step up and play because USA look bad. How the fuck did you let Canada do that to you? Come on.
I think you mean Germany.
Them too.
I'll say this.
Carl Brooks put up like 35 or 39 on them?
I'll say this. So for the people who feels like the rest of the world is caught up to the NBA and basketball, this gives them, you know, ammunition. Oh yeah, we beat the USA. But then you look at who the best players that we call the best players in the world are, and what we consider those guys weren't on that team and won't even consider being on the spot for Team USA. So once our elite, best and brightest hops on that line, we'll see how many Americans keep talking about, oh, they caught up to us. They've caught up to us. Because then you already know, as well, you know, they would kick their ass like they did with the Dream Team. But again, it's just for those folks who just need something to talk about.
I think it's a two-way street on that. How you feel, bro?
Logan?
We can't hear
you. Man, I think we should scrap this episode, man.
There's a measure of the world that's catching up to everybody. But I think there's also, when you start talking the 70s, 80s, there's a lot of people who wanted to play. And now I don't know that there's as much pride in playing for the U.S. team as there used to be.
Facts.
And so it's more of, you know what, they play all the time. They make tons of money. What do you need to go play for the USA team for?
Yeah, right. I don't know if that's how I look at it. I would look at it this way. From a money perspective, if you have an organization saying, hey, we need you in the fall, you know, we don't really want you going over there to risk your health or whatever this may be. If you have organizations saying that, you may want to take heed because those guys are paying you. So don't always think it's always on the player. There's a lot of people who have hands in the pot for that decision. And even the NBA commissioner has a hand in it to a degree, because when they need players, they're the ones that they're the ones who reach out to him, and then he contacts the NBA owners and says, "Hey, we need players for this team," which is how the Dream Team was started in the first place. It's not Adam Silver, then it was David Stern. But at the same time, the commissioner plays a huge role in that. So LeBron can say he wants to play all he wants to, but if they say no, he ain't going nowhere. But he's just feeling that passionate, patriotic feel that we all feel. Well, that some of us feel when America loses.
Right. Well, to both of your points, like I said, it's crazy because if you really think about it, the top 3 players in the world are not American. Not even close. But at the same time, you know, I think there's more talent in the United States than there is anywhere else in the world. But, you know, Father Time plays a role. If I'm LeBron James, and again, if I'm Kevin Durant, it is not even smart for you to even play in the Olympics or the FIBA teams or any of that. It's not smart. At this point in your career, it is not fucking smart. That's too many miles that you then put on your body. You personally did this shit before. LeBron, he didn't pay his dues to the Olympics. Fact.
Yeah.
You feel me? Other people just need to step up. You know, the players that think they the stuff, you know, the Ja Morants of the world. I still think the United States is going to have trouble inside because there's not a lot
they
of
need big guys.
Yes. And then Anthony Davis, perfect guy. There's no way he could play for the Olympics. No way. No way. He is brittle as a cracker.
Yeah, man. You sneeze on him, he going down.
That's what I'm saying. You swing at him and miss him, he gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation. The United States is definitely not the world champ. The debate is crazy because if you think about it, the Denver Nuggets, their top 2 players are not American anyway. So it's weird. How you feel?
So, Reggie. I as much as I love to debate or I can agree with you wholeheartedly that Father Time is a bitch. Also, Father Time is a bitch because the rest of the world is catching up to the cockiness of America.
We should have been caught up to it.
It should have been up, but they have slowly. We just chose to ignore
it.
Yeah.
Kick our ass in soccer.
Yeah, look, I mean, they kick our ass in soccer. They taking baseball from us. So what do we think? How long do we think we was gonna hold on to basketball?
Shit, we can't even get our hands in rugby.
Man, y'all act like the women didn't just win. Okay.
Well, we just act like
the women's basketball.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, listen, women's basketball, they're light years ahead of the world. Light years.
The men got destroyed by Schroeder and then let Dylan Brooks take advantage of them, bro.
And Dylan Brooks put 39, bro.
Oh wow.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah,
that's not Dylan Brooks is not even a scoring threat like that.
Obviously he is because he just put up 40.
Yeah. Also, we don't take in consideration that's not the same game as the NBA game. That's not the same game.
Our last 3 MVPs have been foreigners.
Yeah, real shit.
Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid.
Yeah. Speaking of Giannis, how you feel about Giannis coming out talking about he's in support of no allows?
He's what?
He supports what Noah Lyles said about like you can't call an NBA championship a world championship.
You can't.
You can't.
That's not a world champion.
It's not a world
champion in your country.
To be the top best in the world, you got to beat the world.
Well, with me, listen, whether he's right or wrong on that statement is very convenient that you're saying that bullshit right now because when he fucking said it, you didn't raise your hand to defend him in no way.
Jamar always like that.
You're a fair weather friend.
That's Jamar.
He's only saying that shit now because the fact that it's been proven that he was right. But when he was catching all that flack, he wasn't saying shit.
He created the argument because he said it before they ever lost the game.
Yeah.
He said it when he won.
He said, bro, said it before the FIBA
200 meter.
Who Giannis said it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I stand corrected. I didn't hear about it till after the fact. So I heard about it after USA lost. So I assumed that he said it then.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong.
Yeah, but it was crazy that all the NBA players that actually went over and won the gold medal responded to it, but everybody else that didn't win when they had shit to say.
Facts.
That's the crazy part to me. But at the same time, if you haven't won the past 5 years, how can you call yourself a world champion?
Then we're not the world champion, clearly.
Well, no, we just cocky. That's it.
No, we're not the world champion.
So let's jump into the main topic. No, actually, we covered it already. I don't even want to jump into the main topic.
What's the
main topic? It was about do we still need unions? We talked about it.
We just talked about that cop running over the girl.
The cop. Tell me the story. Say it.
Well, basically, like a cop ran over a 26-year-old woman who was like a recent college graduate, and like that cop camera footage caught him like laughing about it, saying, "I think we'll just write an $11,000 check." She wasn't really a high-value woman.
Oh.
And so, like,
yeah,
for real. And like,
I don't pay attention to the media.
Like a coworker of his found the footage and was like, "This is disgusting. I gotta release this to the news," because like the guy didn't get any like repercussions from it. So yeah,
He ran over her.
yeah,
Ran
he, like,
over,
For
yeah.
what reason?
And they was
He
laughing.
was running sick. He was doing
74 in the 25 mile per hour zone.
yeah, he was like chasing a suspect or something.
And he hit her. And then when he hit her, and all the other cops showed up to go through the process. They was laughing at everything else in the video. It was trifling, bro. I can't believe.
Yeah, that's sad.
Man, I just hope that they go to jail for that shit or
They
something.
ain't gonna go to jail for that shit.
He ain't gonna go to jail. He was chasing a
They gonna give him a
suspect.
slap on the wrist.
His ignorant behavior deserves for him to be fired. But he was
So-
operating when he did it within the line of duty.
And they could probably excuse it as, oh, you're just like
He gonna get a
processing
slap
his
on the
grief
wrist.
or whatever. So yeah,
Was she Indian?
yeah, she was Indian.
She was Indian?
Yeah, she was.
That's sad. Did y'all hear about Byron Allen putting in his bid to buy ABC?
Who?
Byron Allen trying to buy ABC.
Who is that?
You never seen that the Byron Allen show that be coming on like late night when nothing else is on, like 2 or 3 o'clock. He a black dude that just be sitting there like having a show like this,
Comedy Central,
sitting there
light-skinned
talking to
cat?
stars about nothing.
The light-skinned
Byron,
cat
what
from Comedy
was his
Central?
Byron, no. No, we're talking about the one show on comedy. I can't think of the name of Comedy Central.
No,
Not Trevor Noah.
I know he owns the Weather Channel.
Oh, but that is Byron Allen. Yeah, Byron Allen. Yeah, she's right, Byron Allen.
He said
Well,
Byron
he
Allen.
put in a
I don't
bid
know who he is.
He about
recently to buy ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have brought that up just for anybody that's watching. That's one of them conspiracy theory dudes. Because if he gets locked up, then I guess you're right.
Yo, so does anybody have anything else to say before we jump into a very interesting don't hashtag this?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. I'm trying to find it on my screen. Okay, here we go.
Okay, AAA listeners, it's time for Black V to present Don't Hashtag This. I repeat, don't hashtag this. And now your co-host, Black V.
Yo, for this episode of self-destruction, don't hashtag this is going to be hashtag chapter 7 for my D. No, you cannot file chapter 7 or 13 on your dick report. If you fucked her, you stuck with her. But even if you didn't fuck her up, if you smashed it, bro, you own that shit. That shit follow you around for life. Like, yo, whether it's physical or spiritually or emotional, if you tap that ass gonna follow you wherever you go for life. You own that piece of ass. Again, don't hashtag chapter 7 for my D. Because there is no filing bankruptcy for your bad fucks. You own them shits. Even if you had performed well, bro, you can redeem yourself. You can redeem yourself. You can get a get back.
You made Reggie walk off.
Hey, you can get a redeem back if you smash a chick and then you show up the second time around. But bro, you still own it regardless. Like that's still your smash for life.
That is the longest introduction.
Now, that's just the reality of it is. I don't know, bro. Like everybody that had a bad bro, you trying to tell me all your night smashing
Hell
chicks
no.
is flawless?
Hell no.
yes.
Yes. Hey, Logan said yes. he said he's undefeated. Get over here, flawless victory.
You didn't want it, it didn't take it. You should have taken it. Go for it. Grab it.
All right, boy.
Own it.
All right, Mel Tucker.
Are you silly?
Hey, I can say whatever I want on the phone.
Yes, you can.
Blake Arrington is a tiger for 20 seconds. And if you know my reference to Robert
One
Johnson,
game.
then you know.
140.
Hey, yo, Reggie.
What's up?
You trying to say folks can get they can file chapter 7 on a bad smash, get that back?
Say that. Repeat that.
You can file chapter 7 or 13 on a bad smash, like you smashed a chick because you was drunk as hell or you was just wanting some bad as hell. You can't take that back, can you?
No, you can't. You can't really take it back. But I mean, it is what it is. I think we've all done it. So, for me, it's been a while. So
Yeah.
Oh well, bro, you didn't clean your D report up.
you did.
Hey,
I can't.
Reggie
Nobody.
said you sitting at an 800 score, or you had 700 because you didn't got it back up.
Nah, one thing I can't try to blame shit on that no more. Like, oh, just fuck that bitch because I'm drunk. I can't do that. Unfortunately, I don't got that lie no more. I mean, a lot of that was truth, but I can't say that. Unfortunately.
Man, y'all off the hook, man. You're off the hook.
It's own it. Hey, take your wins with your losses. You smashed her trifling ass. That's yours.
So you saying that you had some too, then, right?
I did.
You talking to the person who actually made a song called Snatch King. So Black V knows these things
Snatch King.
intimately.
I did it.
Practice makes perfect.
I smashed some snatches in my life, bro. I smashed like at least.
Told me he had 240. I'm still in disbelief right now.
About what?
You said he had what?
240.
What? A chick that was 240 pounds?
Yes, I did. Hey, she was thick, but she was on point.
No, he's probably right. He's probably right.
I done had a chick that was 240 pounds before.
Yeah, why you weight discriminating, bro?
I ain't weight discriminating shit.
Hey, big girls need love too, bro.
Listen, I'm 220 pounds myself, so shit.
Yeah,
nah, that's not what he said, but it's all good.
Bro, I don't care about her cottage cheese on her thighs.
It'd be some bullshit in the summertime, but in the wintertime,
in the wintertime, bro.
In
the wintertime,
I can't take y'all.
What you doing, girl, with all that? Ooh,
nothing.
Summertime.
I was just listening to that yesterday. You can call me Gold Mouth. That's what I said. Hey, baby, you gonna eat your cornbread?
Bro, I don't listen.
That's
bro,
classic material. That album right there. Well, the album after that was too classic.
Yeah,
agreed, 100%. All I'll say is like you can't shame me. My bro know it because I own my fuck ups.
Right.
I'll run with him. I did that. I hit that. That was me, bro. I smashed a chick that used to work at the strip club. Her name was Hypnotic. She was not where the party was at, but that night she was.
I can't sit there and say I have, so I ain't never.
Man, listen, I think everybody that smashed, well, besides you, back their line, they smashed some ungodly females. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, it's to the point. I'm 41 now. It ain't even no point in me, motherfucker. Like, probably somebody watching right now, like, nigga, you know you fucked me.
Hey, the chick you fucked to sit here watching like this nigga lying.
This nigga lying, motherfucker.
There ain't even no point. I don't feel like nobody. I don't want nobody putting me on blast right now watching this shit. Like, nigga, you know you lying hard as fuck. So,
Hey, Reggie, you the little boy off Boys in the Hood. You want to see a dead body?
That's why I posted it one day. Listen, anybody that experienced the late 90s ran high cheerleaders, any dude will fuck Lizzo right now. Right now.
Bro,
right.
we did have some thicker hands.
Some ugly
we had some big girls on the
No, they wasn't ugly. No, they weren't ugly. They wasn't ugly.
It was big though.
So y'all had some turkey goblins.
That's where the attraction started. Like how you said how he told you he hit something 240. That's where it started from right in there. One day he was looking at that shit like, dude. Right.
Hey, bro. Hey, after time, you start looking. It's more than.
Yeah, after a while, you gonna be like, man, you know what?
I can't take.
I'll fuck you.
Well, like me.
Bitch was fine as hell though.
The only difference between me and anybody you ever gonna meet in your life is I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Niggas gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I would. Show up.
Way to be.
Hey, own that shit. If you own it, can't nobody use it against you.
Might fuck around, get a meal and a couple of dollars out the deal too while you bullshit.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna say who it was. All I'm gonna say is my brother witnessed that shit. Hey, him and my cousin E was like, yo, these one chicks next door, they over here thirsty as hell. Not knowing the night before I knocked one of them already off. Hey, shout out to the Big Easy in Columbus, Ohio.
I was just about to say that, but we don't need to go there.
Shout out to Devin the Dude. No need for
Yeah, the Big Easy, man. That was I will admit I've never seen anything like the Big Easy in my life. Jamar, Strollo, B. Well, he is just a sidekick at that point. Eric, man, they used to go in there on a mission, and I was like, man, you just gonna go in there and bring some girls out and it's on? They're like, yeah. I'm like, man, what? They're like, yeah. So, I get down there on a Friday night, man, and we go up in there. About a half an hour later, we back at home and it's going down. The basement rocking, the upstairs is rock. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you on mute, bro.
You on mute.
Yeah, it's all bad, bro.
No. The Big Easy changed my life.
I'm over here fucking these chips up.
I know I can hear it. I told you I had these big ass headphones on, man. I can hear everything.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
The Big Easy changed my life.
How did Big Easy change your life? You hold up, man. You keep going out.
I'm fixing it on the mouse. See that the black cat, the little cat.
I thought you was going to tell the story. You echoing. We're gonna rename this episode the Echo.
I mean, I honestly think everything we were talking about was good. Is just the mishaps and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, now talk.
Is it all right now?
It's still a little bit of echo, but it's not as bad as before.
Yo, all I said was that I've learned a lot. I had to find myself during the Big Easy days. I was.
So is that where you became Jamar?
That's where I became a snatch king at, bro. Like the Big Easy was. No, not all. No, not enough. No. Chase Bank, aka Bank One in Westerville, is where I fucking be. Is really. It was like, bro, I was like a pussywood strong ass dude in love with somebody.
The numbers.
Her name. Somebody.
The numbers.
Yeah,
just kept going.
And bro, I moved to Columbus, and in the first year going to Columbus, my numbers went from 1 to 20 in the first year moving to Columbus. Bro, I was like, no disrespect, because I know my brother go to church, but God is good.
Did you multiply, motherfucker?
Bro, I was fruitful as fuck.
It ain't got no damn.
All I had was down hard. No, I knocked up like I had like 4 fuck ups along the way. One,
we need to change the topic. Y'all need to.
You don't want me to own that shit?
No, it's not about that. It's we better people now. You became better, and now you're teaching the youth to zip it and rip it. I'm just being
silly. I got a liver.
Listen, bro, I had a scientist. I fucked it up. She's a scientist. She is a scientist now. I can't believe I fucked that up. It's my brother's fault. He wasn't a good older brother and ain't teach me.
I didn't have to do that shit.
Just didn't have that chemistry.
He wanted you to sprinkle some powder.
All I had, she was like, bro, she got pregnant and she was straight from China, like Hong Kong. She was like, yo, like, she was.
Hong Kong's not China.
No, not. It was. Yes, it is. And no, it's not. At the same time. All right.
Yeah.
So she was like, you got to marry me. I'm like 22 years old. I'm like, marriage? What? And she was bad. She was bad. Asian girl, beautiful body, pretty face, but I was ignorant. I didn't know like how to take a woman when you come over to her house at 3 o'clock in the morning and she's like, you want me to cook you something? Do you want me to run you a bath? Bro, I didn't know how to handle that shit. I'm like, bro, this is a setup. Where the police at? I didn't know. It was, bro. I didn't know. Like, she would do anything, and I wasn't used to a submissive woman. And I'm not taking the shots at no other cultural woman because I know black women gonna watch this, be in their feelings.
Yep.
But I wasn't ready. So when she came, I should have been like, she's like, you gonna marry me? My dumb ass should have been like, she willing to do all this other stuff or cook for me in the middle of the night or whatever I needed. Me now was like, hell yeah. The me back then at 22 was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I need you to be cussing me out mad because I came over so late. Because I could have been with whoever and whatever. And it hurt my feelings, bro, because when I say this, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but no, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be honest and truthful because I pride myself on that. When we was breaking up and stopping and talking after she went and got the abortion and I was not in favor of it and everything else, one of the things she said that hurt me was she was like, my friends was right. You black guys don't know how to treat a woman.
Damn.
Okay, so look, you know why, right? Because listen, in their culture, if you even start messing with them, they expect you to marry them, bro.
Yeah, you supposed to marry that.
Usually like a range.
Yeah. It's like an already unspoken rule. So anytime you go, any tradition, it don't got to be them. Any traditional people from a different country, once you start messing with them, bam. And if you knock them up, it's a sealed deal. It's a sealed deal. And if you don't, their father is gonna fuck you up or dislike you. So anytime, like I hope other people watch this, like when black dudes try to, interracial date with traditional people, the reason why they don't want to fuck with you is because, they think that you're supposed to marry them. And they know that you trying to hit and run. That's why.
Bro, I should have married her. I'm sorry, Cindy.
I don't
I'm
know,
sorry.
man. She might have tried to kill you. You don't know. You don't know what happens, man.
I'll take that risk.
Cut his ass up.
I'll take.
Yeah, right. Plus, she a scientist. She could have put some shit in your sushi and killed you.
And you know how I know that? I'm not gonna say the person's name, but they Puerto Rican, right? And they told me, and it's a dude. He said that's the reason why we don't want you messing with our sisters because we feel that you will knock them up and not marry them.
I mean,
that's what we deal with, though. That's what we deal with our whole fucking life.
Yeah,
right. They're like, we ain't being racist. We don't care. You gonna marry? You gonna fuck her? You gonna marry her? Okay, cool.
So they just know though. Like that's what the system we was raised off of.
Right. They're like, you're not gonna just poke my sister and get away with it.
That's what Americans was raised off of.
Right. That's what it is. It's not that you black. It's just because we're Americanized. We don't think just because we knocked you up that we got to be together forever. They do. They do.
It's just a different mentality.
Yes, we're culturally different.
Yeah, the mentality, American mentality is fucked up. But I love it though. I wouldn't change it for the world.
But guess what? I'm gonna tell you something else. Go to another country. You're gonna see the same motherfucking thing there.
Doing the same exact shit.
They doing the same motherfucking shit there too. They're the same, just the same fucking shit. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm thinking these people are all gonna be married. I go to these motherfuckers' house. I ain't gonna say it because it sounds like I'm playing them, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah, it's a fact.
All right, yo. Before we wrap this up, Logan.
Yeah.
You ever had a BDR? You know what a BDR is, right?
What?
A BDR, a bad dick report.
He said no.
I got a small dick, so no. I don't know what a bad dick report. Wait, we were being honest. We were being honest on this. I'm sorry.
No, you supposed to lie. You supposed to say you got like King Kong size dick. Just lie about it.
No. You know what? I'm too old to lie anymore.
He said he too old to lie. He said, "Fuck it, I got what I got. Take it or leave it."
Everybody has.
By the way, I'm married, so it don't matter anymore.
There you go. That's her problem now.
Yeah, she got to deal with that. I don't have to worry about it. So anyhow,
hey, bro. His wife is here, but she being quiet, so she knows this is not bullshit.
I saw her going in the refrigerator earlier, so I saw she was there.
She's over here in tears right now.
She's like, "That's my little dick. That's mine.
That's it, and I
That-
like it.
I was one of the
I
things
like
I married him.
He gets the
Right.
job done.
For 20
Straight
seconds.
cash.
She said, she,
Everybody,
yo,
everybody
she
done tried
said
to hit
he's
something.
a grower, not a shower.
Like she's
Everybody done tried to hit something and failed at least once in their life.
Damn, Savion.
Yeah,
Fact.
I mean,
'Cause
it's law
sometimes
averages.
You
Right,
can't
because
even
sometimes
be a
your dick just don't be wanting to be. You, in your mind, you want her, but your dick like,
Nah, you not even a quarter.
nah, don't do
You
that.
know,
You do
Yep.
it.
You're like,
Go ahead, go ahead.
all those laundries, I gotta use my
Right.
fingers and my tongue.
Right.
That's all I do.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
sorry,
if
it happened to
you,
me one time when I was young. I'm like, the fuck?
yeah,
But you never know.
bro.
I might have got burnt that day.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
four players show a quick save a quick nut in a heartbeat. If you stroking some good cat and you bust quick, hey, 4 players still keep you in the game.
I blame it on the way.
I just like to exercise, you know what I'm saying?
I was like,
Charlie, hey, bro, I'll be like Charlie Horse like a motherfucker. Charlie Horse, Charlie.
wait a minute. Reggie, are we doing calisthenics? Are we doing
Yeah.
calisthenics? I didn't know we were
You
gonna
know,
do
you know where I got that from? Y'all ever seen CB4 when Charlie Murphy thought he was
oh
about to do something?
yeah.
I need some Gatorade.
Hey, motherfucker be smashing some shit nut quick, but I need some Gatorade.
Because listen, I think about it like this. All right, if I work out first before I get some, even if I hit the pussy wrong, I'm still gonna be wore the fuck out.
There you
How
go.
it is.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
All right, wrap us
Yo.
up, Jamar, man. Wrap us
All right,
up.
hey, we can wrap it up. Reggie, go ahead and close us out, bro. Close us out.
Shit. Well, it's been a crazy week, y'all. Everybody keep on fucking
Yeah.
shooting that shit. I just want to say, everybody, stop the violence, man. Put them fucking guns down.
Yeah.
Stop shooting people. Stop killing people. This shit is getting old, man. Thank all y'all. Glad y'all was on the show. That's all I got.
Yo, I want to thank everybody who came through. Thank you, Logan. Thank you,
Yeah.
Big Tay. Thank you, Lil Tay. You don't have to distinguish who was who.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and thank a friend of mine who's in the background. That's Logan's wife that has to put up with a little Pied Piper.
You heard what she said, man. You heard what she said, bro.
He said he gets the job done. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
He's a grower, not a shower.
That's all that matters, man.
That's all that matters. He showed up when it was necessary.
Hey, that's all that matters.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out. I'm sorry. Also be on the lookout for the Madam and the General.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Madam
Coming
and the
out.
Major.
So as we were talking about Madam and the Major coming out. So be on the lookout for that. As we were talking about Haiti, we actually have the actual first, not only Supreme Court justice, but first female president of Haiti. We're telling her story with her permission, with her input, as well as when it was a coup going on, the major who came through and saved her life. These are real people's accounts, not secondhand, not third hand. They are involved in the process as True Films Entertainment, brings you the real story.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing to be able to tell a real part of history, a real, very vital part of history. And so we are in a position to bring you that, and we're going to bring it to you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight. So, y'all, I want to thank y'all. Shouts out to the producer, aka D80. Shouts out to Reggie Reg.
Yeah,
Shouts
Reggie
out to
Reg.
our guest today, Logan.
Professor X.
Professor X. Yo, we want to thank y'all for listening. This is brought to you by AAA Productions and Truth Entertainment Films. God bless you and good night. End it, bro. End it, bro.
It's in.